So the Wheel of Time is officially coming to the small screen. I'm incredibly excited and ready to go. I've seen some people who are less excited and less ready to go. That's fine. I like to be an optimistic, ready to go, positive person, and I always like to believe things are going to turn out well. That being said, I'm often wrong. Here are my 3 questions that I think really need to be addressed. First and foremost, who's involved and should we have faith in them? Red Eagle Entertainment still has their name attached. If you're not aware, Red Eagle Entertainment are the people responsible for that god-awful pilot that was released a couple years ago where they mispronounced characters' names, butchered everything, and had a budget of maybe $4. They did it just to try to retain the rights and have their name still be involved with Wheel of Time. You know what? That's okay. I get studios have to do some stuff. I doubt they have any real control over this project. Sony is involved. A much bigger, much better established, much more reputable studio has their name attached. I seriously doubt they will let this tiny studio that probably for some legal obligation still has their name thrown on there have any creative control whatsoever. And that's why I'm actually having some faith in this project. If you look, Sony Entertainment has some great projects under their belt. And if they're smart, they'll put the same brains and talent from those projects onto the Wheel of Time. So because of who's involved, I actually really think this could be something great going in. So second question, how should it be done? A lot of people want it to be done in anime. No.
No.
I'm sorry, my personal preference is going to come out here. Anime to me is kind of childish. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to lose a couple subscribers for just saying that, but it's just my impression. I enjoyed Dragon Ball Z when I was a young preteen kind of teenager. It's not for me anymore. The themes and the level of character development here deserves a live action adaptation. I don't want to see anime facial expressions portraying the Wheel of Time I know and love. I have no justification for that besides the fact that I don't like anime. So if you do like anime, I can't really argue with you. That's fine. You can like it, and I cannot like it. And we're allowed to do that. That being said, it's probably going to be live action. They're probably going to follow in the tracks of the Game of Thrones success and the other fantasy TV shows that have been successful. So what are they going to do? Are they going to do page for page exact copies of the book? Probably not. I'm expecting a watered down version in some of the storylines, and I'm okay with that. I understand politics is going to get involved here. I can't change that. So I'm already going to let that go. It's not going to be an issue, and you know what? It shouldn't be. Things are going to change. That's fine. In fact, they're probably going to cut out entire plot lines. They might even cut out entire characters. That's okay. If it were up to me, and I was going to design where the story was going to go, I would focus on the Aiel. I would focus on our main characters from the 2 rivers and their close associates. We know who those are, and their close friends and lovers, blah, blah, blah. And I would cut out a whole lot of the political crap between the nations. Just get rid of it. The world building in the books is incredible, and absolutely the political turmoil really lends to that. But the best world building in Wheel of Time comes from the magic system and the characters and culture. So if they keep that and scrap a whole lot of the political divide, I can see them managing to cut out a lot of fat and keep the real meat. That being said, I do love that aspect of the series, but it's what I'm willing to lose first, and I understand we have to lose something. What matters is that they keep the spirit and the heart, and that's what I really want. If I was going to make the decisions, what else would I change? I would combine books into seasons. I wouldn't have 1 book per season. That would not be enough content, honestly. Eye of the World, you can really montage a lot of that, and you're not missing much. In fact, a lot of it is world introductory that has to happen because it's a book, but a TV show can show us in about 30 seconds. There's that difference. And if we do that, we can bring the time over to make up for what Wheel of Time really needs to focus on. And again, that's character development. This is a series of books about young kids becoming beaten down, broken men and women, and going through hell And that's where this TV series needs to focus, the people. Now, Game of Thrones is what everyone's going to compare this to, which makes me so angry because Wheel of Time came first, and I don't like Game of Thrones. That's a whole other thing that I can get into. I'll make an entire video on why I don't like Game of Thrones if y'all want. Just let me know if you want that. I will go in depth. But Game of Thrones is not so much about the characters. It's more about the politics. And that's the exact opposite of what I want to see here. I want to see this to be about the characters and maybe use the politics as a tool to advance their character, but that's it. The battles, some of them, keep them, others get rid of. If the battles don't have big ramifications, I don't feel like you need to keep them. I don't watch or read these books for the fights. The magic fights, keep those. Those are awesome. I'm talking about the big battles. Those are going to drain the production value. And I want to see better looking magic than just a big battle I could see in Lord of the Rings and be done better in Lord of the Rings. There's no way they're going to look that good now. So let's just have this Wheel of Time TV series have the most beautiful, an intricate magic system we've ever seen. And that'll help distinguish itself from the rest of the stuff that's out there. And of course, this is the final thing I think they need to keep. And if they don't keep this, I'm done with the whole TV show. And of course, they're not going to cut out the taint of Sayadine entirely. But if they don't make the madness and the insanity and the mentally destroyed people and ruined towns as prevalent as they are in the books, that would be something that would be a deal breaker for me. Because that affects characters and affects relationships and implications throughout the entire series. To summarize how I would do it, cut out the political fat. Focus on the culture, the characters, the relationships, and the magic. Because that is what makes Wheel of Time to me. Everything else, do it okay. Do it as best you can. Don't put all your time into it. I would rather spend episodes and hours developing Rand, Elaine, Avienda, Min, Matt, Perrin, Tom, Lan to the full degree that they deserve to be developed than to go into hours of explanation of why Andor is kind of in this deal with Mayenne and why Mayenne has this beef with blah, 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 and the Stone of Tears. Just forget that. Just let it be a quick thing that we don't really care about and spend that time developing Kalendor and the magic around it and all that amazing world stuff. That would be good. That'll make Wheel of Time stand out. That's my opinion on that. So the last question, will it be good? Maybe.